I'm in the kitchen cooking ounces and jars, baking up in Pyrex, blunt got TVs and Lexus. I'm coming down, squashing Texas, watching Young in the wrist. Now niggas be hating, never ride dating, it's only glass. Watch me show my ass, tipping down so fast. Well, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I call up on man Pool, pull out the Lexus so we can go through the school. Everybody see us shining, ain't no bump reclining, chopping on buttons, ain't nothing sun shining. Dying on the candy and they can't stand the G. Got the screens lit up, follow behind CB, follow behind CB. Watch me lock like a pick, cause I done threw the 97 STS kit, cause I done came back to the slab, throwing deuce and giving dab. Might ride in the cab to move a brick, hollering at the stick, I can't forget. Get up on the track, if this K-Roll, I'm sick, I'm a blast.
What's going on, YouTube? Shit, I wanted to make this video to give a little bit of knowledge and histories and opinions on blades. This ain't a slab talk channel or nothing like that. I just have a love for these wheels, and I've always have, so I'm trying to just give some knowledge, like I said, and you know, my opinions on them and everything. You do want to check out slab interviews and learn about the slab culture. You can look at Slab OGs TV, look them up. They got some good ass interviews with some real live OGs on there and stuff, giving up game. I got my 1994 Lexus LS400 back there on 19-inch Brabus Monoblock 2 3-piece blades. The reason I went with this car is because back in the day, Corey Blunt had a Lexus LS400 on monoblock 3-piece wheels. I know there was a couple of other cats that had some with the exact wheels on there too, and they were sprayed red. So that's kind of like where I got my concept from. I remember ever since I was a youngster, every time I used to see it on the internet or something, I used to save it, and I used to be like, man, one day I'm gonna have that car. I saved that picture on every computer, every phone that I've had. I would go look it up. I knew where to find it, screenshot it, put it as my background. So, you know, I spoke that shit into existence, and it ended up happening for me one time, man. And you know, I enjoy having this car. As far as the blades, Brabus Monoblock came out with the wheels in, I want to say, mid-90s, from as far as that I've researched back to. I know on the back of my wheels, on the barrels, I have the 6th month of 96 engraved on there from when they were made. I actually bought my first set of buttons in probably like 2010, 2011. They were 18s though, and I never got to put them on nothing, and I ended up selling those. And the dude that I bought those from, he was the original buyer. So when I went and I bought them from him, he was an old white man. He really didn't even know about the wheels like that. He was just a Mercedes-Benz collector, because those wheels came on Mercedes-Benz factory when they first came out. That's why it's in the shape of a Mercedes-Benz sign. They had Monoblock 1, Monoblock 2, Monoblock 3, 4, 5, and I want to say 6 too. But Monoblock 2s, which are these, are the ones with the blade style. Now, they do have Monoblock 1-piece, which is the ones that are without the buttons. And then they have these, which are 3-piece, the ones with the buttons, meaning you can take the face off of the wheel. When you disassemble the wheel, the lip, the barrel, and the face comes off, so that's why it's a 3-piece wheel. And the other Brabus Monoblock 1-piece is just a solid wheel. They were made by Ronald. If you look on the back, they'll say the size they are by the width and the offset, and they say Brabus Monoblock 2, made by Ronald. Even each one of those bolts say Ronald on there. They're titanium. I mean, if you sell the bolts alone, I've seen the bolts for like 5 bolts go for like $100 because they're titanium. And I see a lot of people, whenever I post my car and I say Brabus Monoblock, they're like, is it a monoblock or is it a 3-piece wheel? Because monoblock's known to be a 1-piece wheel. Like, They're called Brabus Monoblock 2. It's on the back of the wheel, so that's just what it is. Nowadays, if you ask for a monoblock wheel, they're gonna give you a one-piece wheel, but this was the name of the wheel. Back in the 90s, I want to say in the mid 90s, the monoblock ones were the first ones to come out, which were the monoblock one-piece, is what I'm saying. They were the ones that came out before these. And on those, they used to be 4 bands, $4,000 for the set of 4. They were $1,000 a wheel. When these wheels came out after, they were $2,000 a wheel. So that was $8,000 right there. So these wheels, if you had them wheels, not only if you had them on a Benz, you had them on a Lexus, a Jag, a BMW, whatever they used to put them on back in the day. I seen them on 9.6 Impala SS. If you had these wheels in the 90s, you was a baller. Whenever I bought my first set of 18s from the man, I actually bought 2 sets. I bought a set of 19-inch one-piece, and I bought a set of 18-inch three-piece. And he had the receipt from whenever he bought them, and he paid 8 bands from him on there. I wish I still had that, but you know, after time I lost it, and I never could find it. But so you had $4,000 for the one piece, and you had $8,000 for the 3-piece. From was my first time that I ever seen some monoblocks was my big homie Juan. He had a I want to say it was a 92 4-door DeVille. It was a Chameleon, and he had the 19-inch blades on there. And I remember the first time I ever seen that car was on a Sunday at the park. And I was sitting right there on the corner watching all the cars pass by. And man, the first time I ever seen blades, I've always been a blade person. The first time I ever bought a set of wheels, I made sure they were blades. I just always have chosen blades over swingers, but that's just me. Don't get me wrong, I love swingers. I've done road swingers lots of times. I love swingers. I show love all the time. I do trunks. I do trunks on slabs. I work on slabs all day, so I got love for swingers too. But in my heart, you know what I'm saying, I'm a blade person. From what I've been told is, you know, back in the 90s and stuff, whenever they was jacking for all the swingers and stuff, that's why they came out with Southside on Choppers, because you know everybody was stealing the swingers, and they were jacking all the foes and everything. So Southside came out with Southside on Choppers. That kind of stood like there. You from the South Side if you rode choppers. I could be wrong, I'm not mistaken, but if there was any cats on the north side that had choppers, you know what I'm saying, that's what's up or whatever. But as far as that I've ever known, anytime you hear like OGs talk about blades, choppers, it's always been Southside cats that I know of. You know what I'm saying, I could be wrong. But I would like to know if there was any Northside cats that rode choppers back then, or anybody that had a setup there. But as far as the ones that you see on the videos and in the old pictures, that were usually all Southside cats. You know, like and, even Screw, he rode blades. People get it confused. Screw's blades, they were inky sailbox. They weren't monoblocks. They were inky sailbox blades, which was another type of blade back then that came in 20 inches. Like I said, these only came to 19, so they came after. The next blade that I can vouch for that I would ride, and I've already had two, I had 24-inch blades on the Avalanche before, are the Brutus. After Brabus, you know what I'm saying, it would be Brutus, but otherwise than that, I probably wouldn't ride any other type of blade, man. Trying to find these wheels right here is like, man, it's just hard. It's really impossible to find them type of wheels, and if you find them, they're all messed up. Sometimes you find them without center caps. Trying to find center caps for them wheels, good luck too. It's just these wheels are so old, and they've been neglected so much, and nobody even really has them anymore, that they're just so hard to come by. What you can find more of are the 19-inch, 18-inch, and 17-inch one-piece wheels. You can find those a lot. I come across those all the time. I do got a set of 19-inch also with the one-piece, but these right here, they took me so many years to find, and I really just sold my swingers and my other slab to, you know, put it into this to come on this, because this is what I really wanted. I know some cats, they probably don't even care for blades. They probably just like, you know, that's just a car on blades, especially the young cats. But all the OGs that see me when I come down to K or OST or whatever, or shoot me messages on Instagram and Facebook and show love, you know what I'm saying? They know what's up. Yeah, man, blades is it's a Texas wheel regardless. I know a lot of people don't show love to them no more, or whenever you see them pop up on the slab page or whatever, nobody really fucks with them and shit like that. But you know, it's because there's so many remakes of them that they're just considered a rim now. They don't even have a status mark no more unless you have Brabus. And even if you have Brabus, then they're like, man, they too small. So blades to me will always represent Texas also, just as long as the swinger is too. And swingers, it's like you have the Krager swingers, you had 2000 swingers, and then you have Texan wire wheel swingers. So if there was 6, 7, 8 different companies that made swingers, I'm pretty sure it would be watered down on how blades is now, where everybody would be like, man, oh, you got this brand swingers, oh, you got this brand swingers, them ain't real swingers, these is real, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a misconception of how many different brands there is, that's why it's watered down to me. And you know, if y'all have any other questions on blades, any other thing y'all wanna know about them, if I have any knowledge of them or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'll be glad to more and share it with y'all. I have pictures and stuff that I'm gonna be uploading throughout the video, and I know you've seen all the videos in the beginning of the intro, and all the pics of the cars that had these wheels on them back in the day that I came across, that I screenshot and I post on there. Like I said, shout out to all the blade riders out there. There's a lot of people that choose blades over swingers, and I'm one of them. And don't get me wrong though, shit, I'll ride some foes right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll ride foes too. My next car, I mean, I have no choice but to do another car on foes. You know, I already did the blades. I've already did blades, swingers. Now I'm back to blades, so now I'm finna go back to swingers. And if y'all need any custom work done, put your grill on, put your fifth on, pop trunk, top lid, bottom lids, custom consoles, rear decks, whatever, man. Hit me up at Diamonds and Wood Customs on Facebook or Instagram. I do everything, man. Hit me up and I'll get you right. I appreciate y'all for watching again. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all a little walkthrough of the Lexus. So this is candy apple red, House of Colors, over red. I did not go over silver. I wanted it to look a little bit darker. I didn't want it over gold or over gray. I wanted to do my own thing. So this is HOK, House of Colors, candy apple red over red base. By 9.5 inch wide. Just wanted to give y'all a little walkthrough of it, little view. Yeah, man, there it is.